Coffee growing in and around the Rwenzori region has been practiced as a mode of survival for the bigger part of the population.
Kasese district is one of those districts that are growing coffee, and for us, coffee is one of the major enterprises. Actually, it's the biggest enterprise that we have in the district. When you move around, you'll find that out of the sub-counties we have, which are about 34 of them, 27 of these are involved in coffee farming.
The fertile volcanic soils and the altitude advantage the region of the ability to grow and produce the aromatic Arabica coffee that is sought after internationally.
Coffees we deal in Kasese here, ours comes the best because we have been screening it, drying it on wire mesh, and sort it properly. And then as you get a cup of it, you will really recognize that this coffee is very sweet because of the aromas.
With up to sieve size 18 and a recommendable cup taste, you would expect farmers in the region to make a grandiose harvest of their effort in coffee.
Welcome to Kasese. Now this is the town. However, just like you can see in the background, on the windward side of Rwenzori ranges, 80% of the population living in this area have survived and grown coffee for the last 30 years. But the poor agronomic processes and the mindset that has failed people to change is not benefiting the farmers as much.
I think this is as a result of the fact, like you had in the meeting, of people not appreciating what coffee is. I think very few people now in Kasese know coffee has money. That's why people still trade, exchange coffee for fish in Kasese.
Farmers selling flowers, selling coffee when it's not yet ready, it is poverty.
Ucda is sold at New York price. It is good coffee, yes, but sold at New York price. There is no premium that is added.
Some farmers had even planted the wrong type of coffee for their land and are due to uproot acres.
Field will be replaced because they planted a wrong one. It is 14. Now I want to move into real good Robusta.
Nevertheless, the region still attracts a number of investments, with many new farmers planting and harvesting on hundreds of coffee acres. Dr. Ian Clark, the proprietor of International Hospital Kampala, is one such farmer.
The farm's 1,500 acres or 600 hectares, or it's about 300 acres of coffee, and we'll plant out 500 acres of coffee. And then the rest of it is, I have some laying hens and a...
Uganda Coffee Development Authority, UCDA, is stamping their intervention in the Rwenzori region. They are supporting new farmers with input, reorganizing farmer groups, and training farmers on coffee-based practices.
The government is giving even free seedlings, not only for coffee, but for tea.
So we want them to diversify their incomes so that coffee is looked at as a bank, money which is set aside for maybe paying fees for the kids.
During a monitoring and evaluation visit of the Uganda Coffee Development Board to the region, soil samples were taken for further analysis, and the board promised to revive dilapidated infrastructure for coffee farmer groups, like the new Bukumbi Farmers Group in Kabalole district. The board also checked on the progress of the coffee tissue culture development and the process by Royal Plants and Nurseries in Chenjojo district. David Matovu for UBC in Kasese Coffee Region.